Hello folks, can you hear me? Can you hear the game? It looks like I might be a little bit loud, but oh no, it seems to have sorted itself out. Cool. Right, can you hear? And can you hear the game? Just want to make sure you can hear. It's making... There we go. Looks like it's making game noises down the system. AV 10 out of 10. Thank you very much, ECM2. Right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Tonight's just a chill, relax, play the game. We're playing Southeastern High Speed, as voted by you, the viewers. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Go back a screen? Why do you want me to go back a screen? What's on this one? Do you mean this one? Or do you mean this one? Too bad. I'm using the release build, so no secrets to spoil on this one, I'm afraid. Now I've forgotten what I was going to do. Thanks. That was really your plot all along, wasn't it? Where's my instructions that I wrote out? 1 Foxtrot 1 5. Right. This one. 1 Foxtrot 1 5. There it is. Yes, so on the forums, there was a thread started, I think, by JD for what to do. And everyone voted for them. A lot of people voted for this. The other two were Clinchfield and Hauptstadtkreinrohr, and they came in sort of evens, but both quite a way behind Southeastern, so that's why we're doing Southeastern High Speed. Right, so we need to third rail it a bit more, and got no line bolts. I couldn't put it power in. We need that. Let's put it in forward. Hey, we got line bolts. See? Hey, it's right, we need AWS. Let's actually turn it on, shall we? So just sort that out. DSD, Vigilance is already on, DRA is already on. All good. Now we need to also make sure we have opened the door. We have KBB on, TBM on, that's it. Right, we are all hooked up with the magic. Open the doors. Let's get some lights on. We are day running. So repeater side there. Let's just check out the front. It's good to me. I have a lot of crackle in the audio. Is it other people are seeing that as well? Or is it just my microphone that's got crackle? I don't have another microphone. Has that helped me wiggling it around? Let me just unplug it and replug it again. Right, is that any better? Better? That's just excellent. Just excellent. Mono sound now. Oh yeah, I can see. Hello? Right, we're back in stereo according to this. Are we back with the cracklies? Let's get the doors locked. It's good, right? I'll try not to wiggle too much then, so that it doesn't break it again. Right, away we go. So there's not going to be any kind of reveals, there's not going to be any kind of demonstrations of unreleased content, there are not going to be any surprises. I mean, I'm happy to answer questions if I can, but it's going to be chilled. So, let's just enjoy the game, eh? Right, next station is Sittingbourne. No Jubilee on a rail tour, then sorry, Huntus. Hey, Dutch Train World, how are you? Game sound is too loud, is it? Okay. It's like the first 20 minutes of every stream is messing with the audio. How is that? Yes, 395 has DVD vigilance. I like the Javelin. I mean, it's my local train. I mean, I live in Gillingham, which is on the line. We'll be going past it. And ride them quite frequently, I guess. Sharon, when you get to the changeover, do it slowly. I will try and remember to do that. Everybody shout at me when we get to Ebbsfleet. Tell me to slow the heck down. But make it so that I don't misunderstand you for meaning to slow my speed down. Otherwise I'll just get really confused and stop early. Various bits of rail equipment in the plate on SEHS, a reference to steam or routes already been released. Not really a reference to anything, Thomas. They were just a little Easter egg that one of the guys put in. Good on you for spotting, though. Have I lost another ear? No, there's two of them here. His head sway on 200 again, probably. Probably. You know me. I like to sway like my head's going to fall off. Simon, I'll be doing the 465 in about an hour. Mods, can you take Zim's request to JD via the mod forum and raise that one directly with him? Thank you. 3.8 miles to Sittingbourne. We started in Faversham, which is on the eastern side of the route. We are heading west. We're running to first to Ebbsfleet, then we do the power changeover, as mentioned earlier on, and then we run high speed, 140 miles an hour. To London, St Pancras. Connor, will a Surface Go laptop with an i5 1.9 to 3.6 GHz and 8 GB RAM be enough for TSW2? I don't know. It feels a bit borderline, Connor. What I would suggest is that there is a refund, a 2-hour refund on it via Steam. So pick it up, and if it doesn't work for you, then you can refund it and you're not out anything. I'd say probably TSW is more likely to run on a lower end spec because TSW runs with more modern hardware than TS does, but give them both a try. I'm not confident, I have to say. I'm missing with W balls all over the place, Gary. I'm spending more time looking at chat. What have we got? 1.7 miles to Sittingbourne. If I missed, my main goal tonight is just not to miss stations, to be honest. I make no promises. I'm not logged into Creators Club Pentis Rail. People keep hacking Dovetail Live and finding out what I'm doing, so I have to stay logged out now. Say hacking. Accessing an open API, but means I have to stay logged out, so no, I haven't got access to Creators Club. Right, we're coming into Sittingbourne now. Sittingbourne is where the line in reality, there's a branch off to the right going to a place called Sheerness. There's a few of you asking Steam related questions. I'm going to very kindly ask you to hold those to the Thursday stream where we're talking all about Steam and showing it. Right, welcome to Sittingbourne. We're only a couple of seconds late. It's all good. It's all good. Slowing down and come to the stop. Try and get it down as close as possible to accurate. It'll do. Let's get the doors open. Hey up, big kid lad. How's it doing? Oi, Tintin, less of that. That's harsh. Hey there, 822, how are you doing? Chief Longshin, you've been playing Long Island again. Will it ever get a busier field too? I don't know. It's quite a big job to sort signalling out on it. So we'll see. I would say at the moment I wouldn't hold your breath. There's nothing wrong with Marmite that chucking it in the bin wouldn't help, Jason. Quite right. I completely agree with you. Lock the doors and let's get going. Is it Gillingham next? Rainham and then Gillingham. Away we go. The Class 101 isn't going to be on the Steam map, no, because the only Class 101 that we've got is the BR Blue one. No, it's not, but you can do it in Scenario Planner. How many times have I been through here in real life? Not actually that often. I rarely go beyond Gillingham, to be honest, given I live in Gillingham. Marmite is okay when added to Tiger Bread, Baked Bean Kid. Yes, I will give you that. That is acceptable. Yeah, TVM is on, ready for when we get past Ebbsfleet, Londo, of course. That's the exit over here to Sheerness, departing. This is a triangle junction, so you'll see the track come in. That was the vigilance device. So you'll see the track come in on the right in a minute, which is then the other part of the triangle. Probably looks like it's coming in here. Yep, this is the other leg of the triangle coming in. So what route's everyone playing at the moment? And what route are you most excited for coming out? I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, it has to be said, but... Why do you have DVD turned on but no beeping? Are you fiddling with the controls? Because it only goes off if you don't touch the controls. Being Kid, you've been playing some West Somerset. Ooh, nice. West Somerset is one of those routes that I play periodically. Sometimes it is just the route for what I want to do. You're flirting, Jason. There's nothing new there then. Ronald, you've been playing Boston Sprinter. Nice. How do you get AWS to work in TSW2, Glenn? What train? Because you basically got to turn it on, so you've got to find out where it is on the train. So that all the switches for safety systems on this train are on a panel behind me. Will there be water stops on team? Yes, there's water towers, coaling points, turntables, all of that lot. 2.9 miles to Rainham. Taking the through lines. There's no immediate plans for a Steam update for West Somerset, Yana, but it's certainly something we want to do. It's kind of obvious to do it, really, isn't it? Who did the VO on what? Crew? I don't know. Some temperamental diva. If I have to sort M&Ms into colours one more time. Ridiculous. Will there be a Class 08 or Class 09 on the route as an AI train? Nope, it's just the 2 steam trains. Yeah, if you just wiggle the throttle every now and again, then DVD won't keep going. It just needs to know that you're doing something in the train, you know, every 30 seconds. Right, we're coming up on Rainham now. Yeah, 09s are definitely on the southern. They've got all the southern braking gear. Hey George, how's it going? Right, coming into Rainham, 900 yards. Right, just coming into Rainham. Jason, I mean, I guess in theory anything is possible, but I don't think it's something on anybody's radar. Right, coming in, stopping at some point, somewhere along the platform. Close enough. What is it about British shunters, says Baked Bean Kid. There just seems so many of them and they all do the same job. Yes, shunting. What were you expecting them to do? You'll find express trains all do the same job as well. Clue is in the name. How often do community suggestions get into the game? Do they ever? It's difficult to sort of relate it to, you know, because of this suggestion, this content was made. But what I will say is that all of the suggestions get looked at, reviewed, and are considered in amongst all sorts of other ideas we're looking at. So quite often, when we're thinking of a route we want to make, we'll rate it according to, well, it's a bit like this kind of route or this kind of route, and they're requested by the community, and sort of that kind of thing. But like TVL was requested, the Tees Valley line was requested by the community, but we didn't make it because it was requested. I think we came up with independent ideas simultaneously to do that, essentially. Ghostface, how's the PS5 DLC fix coming? Oh my word, it's like, will it ever end? It's getting there. I mean, the engineer's still plugging away. I think he's on the verge of being able to actually start cutting builds to test it. So hopefully we're not a million miles away, but ongoing, I'm afraid. No, there'll be no Thomas the Tank DLCs, Andrew. The licensing for that would be nasty. No layers on the Steam route, Dusty. At least not at launch. I don't know whether it will happen obviously in the future, but not at launch. It's a route made from popularity, so the number of requests for it definitely factors in as a major factor when we're deciding to make something or not. No one wants it, then, then we don't make it. Oh, it's an Electrostar. Well, have you got a load of shunter proposals that you're getting ready to submit, Baked Bean Kid? One mile for Gillingham. Electrostar shaming Joe is not going to be happy. Joe and I have a good friendly banter. He secretly knows that they're bad trains. He just won't admit it to himself. I jest, they're not bad trains at all. They're really good, but I managed to pin a chat into the gameplay chat that they have, that Joe and his team, the team he works with, have, where Joe admitted he was really liking steam engines. It stayed binned for ages before the team lead of the gameplay team put something sensible and proper up there. Yeah, I'm late. It's fine. I'm fine with it. And, I'm the one who matters here. Passengers are just here to pay the bills and allow me to continue my train playing hobby. Pacers are awesome. Who's dissing Pacers? Talksmith stoked for steam engines. See, that's funny. That's completely appropriate. Injecting puns into the stream is well supported. Hey Joe, how's it going? British Ace. Chatham. Just round the corner. Mark Croft, glad you enjoyed the PCB tutorial and you're finding it useful. That's really good to hear, thank you. Liverpool to Cruise, 1958.
Darkest tunnels under the bowels of Chatham. Everybody hang on to the wheels.
Limit starts just up here, and then 30 limit round the corner. Yeah, the tunnel near Strood is a pain. Just Strood generally is just like, oh, speed up. Right, coming up to 30 limit here, and boom, there we go, 30. Oh, you're learning German now, you Morgan? Well done. I assume they make short dessert, like long dessert pastries, baked bean kid. I don't know. We've got Eccles round here and sandwich round here, so why not have a strudel? I don't know. It's very food centric, this place. Yeah, we have an Eccles down south, but it's not the Eccles that names after the Eccles cakes. Can the DTG offices be seen on this route, Porks of War? No, they can't. I mean, kind of. Ish. Sort of. But not really. They're a really long way outside the playable area, put it that way. Yeah, they're out there, but... Yeah, but no, Joe. That's what I mean, they don't look like it. Bit far away to really expend much effort on it, really. My favourite thing is still the donkey at Chatham. Which is here, isn't it? I was just thinking, I'll show them the donkey when I get to Chatham. Is it over this side or is it on the other side? It's on the other side. No, it's not on this side. It must be on this side. Yeah, there it is, up there, look. See the donkey? It's right there. It's even got a cone on its head. Which is just brilliant if you know the area. Right, so 30 limit as we depart Chatham, heading for Rochester. This will be the new Rochester station, not the old one. Yeah, it's a long way, Bills. And I'm not using a dev build, so I can't unhook the camera from the into ghost mode and go and fly over there. All drivers go donkey spotting. It's fine. It's a common pastime of real drivers. What's the significance with the donkey? Well, the donkey specifically, it's a little thing the art team like to do for a bit of fun. There's a donkey in every route. And why that location? That's just, in reality, there's a statue there, and people keep putting traffic cones on his head. Right, that was Rochester's old station we just went past. And then 6 foot down the line, Rochester's new station. Yay! Might seem odd to move a train station 2 train lengths down the track, and the reason was because there wasn't room to expand it. It was becoming a much more well-used station. They needed to expand it, provide parking, so they needed to just move it closer to where they had the availability to do that. No idea, Bills, how much it cost to do, but it is much better. Got a nice new shiny station building, look. It's much better. It was just a real, local small town station previously, really, by comparison to this. It's much, much better serves the local area. I'd love to see narrow gauge, Robin. It's not highly requested, though. Talksmith, are we going to be doing a stream with the new Steam engine soon? Yes, Thursday. Oh yes, the Swiss route's technically narrow gauge, isn't it? But you mean like Festinio or Tallis Lynn, don't you? Really? Not gonna lie, would love me a bit of Festinio or Tallis Lynn. Right, we've got a green light. We're on our way off to Strood, where we go. We go round the corner here, over the bridge. We all go, ooh, it's a submarine. Wait, a submarine? Is that really a submarine? Does that really exist? Oh no, we're going too fast down the hill. We've missed Strood Station. That's basically what happens here normally. Right, we're going over the bridge. We go, ooh, ah, look. It's a submarine! Wait, a submarine? Is that really a submarine? Is that really there? They faked it. I got back in the cab because I'm a pro! Ish. I'm still going to break the speed limit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Everyone's, been slammed to the end of the coach, but we didn't break the speed limit. Would headline in TSW2. Yes, me too. Actually, that was another nice one. A nice one in TS. I particularly like the 76s. They're fun to drive. Top Gaming, you're a volunteer on the Keithworth Valley. Well, thank you for your volunteering. How hard would it be to enable dirt and bugs on the windscreen and locos? Probably not massively difficult. I don't know. You're not asking the right person. This is what I say. Oh, probably not hard. And the engineers, if any engineers are watching the screen, they're going. I'll get angry messages in the morning on Teams. Get doors open. Class 77 would cater for Dutch needs as well, indeed, Lodestar. I get angry messages every morning. This is true. They wouldn't actually ECM2, you're quite right. Teams would be going mad right now. That means I can say anything I like, that means they're not watching. Yeah, it'd give you a bit more to do with the wipers, wouldn't it? What graphics card do I have? I think this is a 3060. Next station is Gravesend. We're not far from Enderfleet now, folks. Just around the corner from Gravesend. Matt, do you ever do meet-up or events? So we occasionally do the model rail exhibitions, so keep an eye out. Well, what's me on my speed? Who's driving my train? That's not me. I didn't do that. Yeah, so we sometimes do model rail shows. The last one we did was the London Festival of Model Railways at Alexandra Palace in London, and I can't remember when we're doing the next one. I don't recall if we're booked into the Northeast Corridor. No, not the Northeast Corridor. The other NEC, the National Exhibition Centre. That's it. I'm not sure if we're booked into the NEC this year. There is a gaming festival down here on the dockyard. I can't remember what it's called, but I will probably come along to that one, because usually Dovetail has a stand there. Oh, hello, I can speed up. Why am I going so slow? Who's driving that train? It's not me. Driving your absolute favourite train, Levi? Fantastic. It's one of my favourite trains as well. EGX is in London normally, isn't it, Chief Longshan? How many more stops? Well, Gravesend, Ebbsfleet, Stratford, London. I'm doing very well, thank you, Matthew Rice. I mean, we did the EGX one year. It didn't really suit the crowd, to be honest. The game. You kind of need to sit and play TSW for more than 30 seconds, really, to get it. And that's kind of what the EGX crowd are people do. They sort of sit down at a machine, play it for less than 30 seconds, move on and look at the next thing. Sometimes 30 seconds is, I've just about managed to make it move, if you're lucky. Do I play Flight Simulator? Occasionally. I don't play a lot of time to play other games. I spend all my life driving trains because that's what I love. But yes, I have played Flight Sim and it's very good. I pretty much always play it in VR though, because that's even better. Oh, is it not saving the setting, Levi? I will get that onto somebody's list. I've asked them to look at settings and find out if they're all saving or not. Crazy Killer, I assume you're talking about a certain Japanese train station that's been developed and showcased recently and got a lot of press. It's incredibly impressive, isn't it? Utterly impractical for actually getting into a real-time game on a normal PC. But it gives me great hope about what might be possible at some point in the future. Very impressed with UE5, but not easy to move to it. Not for us, anyway. Yeah, we do Gamescom sometimes. I don't know when we're next going to be down there. That's the one in Köln in Germany. Oh, hello. What's this? Maybe I do have reskins installed. I don't even know where that came from. I mean, this is a brand new profile. Ish. Well, I thought it was a brand new profile. It kept harassing me to run route intros all day. Yeah, that was a really odd looking 66, wasn't it? Shouldn't that 66 be pink? Well, if it was a real train and you know, it was good, then yeah, it'd be pink. Jealous train, that is. I was jealous of the pink train. 2.4 miles to Gravesend. Apologies for the coughing, folks. I don't quite know why. Possibly related to the cold ahead of the weekend. Let's just cut that power and let the speed drift down a little bit. 2 miles to Gravesend now. I haven't personally Crazy Killer, but Cat did. Because Cat likes pink as well. Oh, which one do we have? Good shout. I saw Trainbow the other day, actually. No Trainbow, I'm afraid. Yeah, I saw Trainbow, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, probably the day before, doing a run along the M2, going over the bridge, and Trainbow was whizzing past. It was excellent. Kebepe Trainbow on your first run, nice. I love all these bridges in this area. It reminds me of Liverpool Lime Street. I wonder why. You're down Swanage at the Diesel Gala. I need to get out to some preserve railways. I need to make that kind of a resolution for myself this year, that I get my backside out to some preserve railways and see some real trains instead of being stuck behind a screen all the time. I am not going to be driving the Jubilee tonight, King Prairie. No, that is Thursday's stream. And doors open. How often do you see this train in reality, if at all? The javelins, I live in this area, so I see javelins all the time, live I? As I said earlier on, I saw one the other day. The train bow. Oh, nice idea, Baked Bean Kid. Yeah, did cut. I need to go and see the Kaiser as well, because that's one of our team, Adam, that you saw on the video. He's a fireman at a trainee fireman at the Kentney Sussex. Sounds like fun. Right, so after Gravesend is Ebbsfleet, just around the corner, or just around 2 or 3 corners. And I will do the changeover process slowly, if I remember, and don't forget, in the next 3 minutes. I probably forget in the next 3 minutes. I remind you all to remind me. No, I didn't ever actually. We went up to Norwich, but I don't think I've ever ridden on the Wherry lines. It was a long time ago we went to Norwich, actually. Doing a freight biased route is a real challenge, Chief Longshin, because the majority of people want passenger, and therefore doing a mixed route, a hybrid route, is more likely to deliver something for everybody. The trick is to find something which still also delivers a good freight experience rather than just being an also-ran. Like freight on this one doesn't really happen that much. I'm going to do a bit of freight tonight. We're going to do some 66 as well after the 465. Because now you're all here, you're all trapped. You have to watch it all. So, yeah, sorry about that. You work at the North Yorkshire Moors, Carl. See, North Yorkshire Moors is another one that I want to see. With enough time, anywhere's okay to visit, really, isn't it? But no, the North Yorkshire Moors is on my list. A few people I can meet up there as well. I'll probably do a shout out on Twitter or something if I'm going up to a preserve railway, and that way we can maybe meet up if anyone wants to meet up. I don't know why I'm going so slow. I'm not really paying enough attention. Hey Mike, how's it going? We are on the Welsh Paul and Clan Fair 822. Yes, indeed. I've done the Festinian. That's excellent. I can definitely recommend the Festinian. Hey Transit Dude, how's it going? Trainsit Dude, oh, class username. When I said Transit Dude, I'm like, oh, that would have been so much cooler if it was Trainsit. And then I looked and it was. Power change tutorial time. So we're going from third rail to overhead power. So we come in, we hopefully stop ahead of the signal. If we're lucky. Get the doors open. Right, so we want to go to overhead, so we press the CTRL button, waiting until the light switches over. Then we do pan up. See, the line volt light has come on, but the breaker is still open. Press it one more time. Circuit breaker is closed, line volts are open. We are now switched over. If you're going the other way, you press and hold DC until the light switches over, and then I think you just press the pan up, shoes down button once and it'll clear it all and you'll get line volts. But either way, the key thing to look for is line volts and MCB. You should have line volts and the circuit breaker should be off, should be closed, which means the light is not there. If the circuit breaker is ever open, just re-hit the button again and it should clear it. Does that answer the question, Sharon? Lock the doors. Right, now we get some speedy times going. We're also in kilometres per hour now instead of miles per hour. Now, under AC, hauling from the overhead, this train's got a lot more punch. Oh, there you go, TVM just woke up. 130 kilometres per hour limit. Where's the desk light switch? Somewhere around here. Desk illumination. Doesn't seem to do much of any use. There's a cab light, press L. Right, so 130 kilometres per hour is reached. 900 yards until our next flaggy thing. Technical term, bear with me. Right, 225. Punch it, chewy. It's cool because we're going down under the River Thames now. Lath, chances of Piccadilly line for the game. If there was going to be another one done, it probably would be Piccadilly. When we originally did Bakerloo, it kind of ended up being a choice between Bakerloo and Piccadilly. I'm glad we did Bakerloo because Piccadilly would have been a major problem, being considerably longer and 50 odd stations. But there are no plans to make another underground route at this point, so the TLDR on that answer is no. I'm coming back up the hill now. This is the QE2 bridge over here. The M25 motorway. Actually, one of my favourite mistakes on this route. I don't like to show off mistakes, but this just made it. You spot the mistake. Right. Right, we've got 225. Stratford International, 12 miles. We are currently going to be flying through Dagenham. No, it's not that half of the bridge is missing, there's something a bit more fundamental than that. Tunnels are on the correct side lane. running both ways through the tunnel. Yes, Londo Spark. It's clockwise on the bridge, anti-clockwise through the tunnel. To Stratford. Dagenham will be coming up on the left shortly. Oh, look, 225, Matt. What are we doing at 230? Indeed, Speedbird, that was it. I don't run mods, J&B. I think it would get confusing for people to know what is real and what isn't, and console players, well, can't use mods, so... Yeah, the factory's here. Come and play. There's some windmills. There's turbines. Turbines! That would probably be the, what, the A13? Why is there a change from miles per hour to kilometres per hour when entering the high-speed line? Because the high-speed line is essentially signalled and operated using a French system. A French/European system. The TVM 430 system, transmission voie machine or something like that. God, love my French accent. Yeah. Yeah, so and it's done that you can't just change the unit speeds measured in a safety system. .6 miles, we're in Tunnel 2 now. Blasting our way under East London. Do the wind turbines react to wind setting? Yes, I believe they do, Cover-Pay. It was one of the questions that used to keep coming up on Sandpatch Grade is when you went past the bit there was like a hill range with a load of turbines on the top, and everyone said, oh, I wish you could have animated them. I was like, well, run it again with wind turned on. And funnily enough, they move. What are the French switches we can twiddle behind the driver in the glass cabinet? One of them is TVM, and the other one is KVB. So KVB is this unit here. TVM is this unit here. KVB really only barely applies inside St Pancras. Because when you come off of TVM at St Pancras, you don't switch to the UK system, you switch to the French system, which is KVB. Right, we need to get down to 200 before the next signal. So when this is flashing, it means be at this speed before the next flag, which is 200 yards away, which we now are. Don't worry about the HUD claiming you're overspeeding, it's lying. 160. So you need to get down to that blue before the next one comes up. KVB is turned on, yeah. Really doesn't do much. I don't think it even does anything in St Pancras on it, to be honest. Right, slowing down. 100 kilometres per hour at the next one. So TVM is slowing us down, ready to come into Stratford, basically. Bob, you can stay. Yeah, KVB is sort of like AWS/PZB-ish, kind of. KVB is worse than PZB in many respects because it's another one like PZB where it's just there to shout at you when you're wrong. I love this view coming out of this tunnel into this concrete. I mean, who designs a station like this? It's like there must be an award for making sure there's no soul anywhere near this building. It's basically dig a hole, fill with concrete, smush it out and lay track. I mean, I'm sure there's a little bit more to the process than that, but... The mid and mainline tracks won't have KVB, no, they'll be running AWS and TPWS. Oh, no, they might have KVB as well because the Eurostars will use it. It depends, the Eurostar platforms will have it, MML platforms are different again, aren't they? Oh, I don't know. Things happen. Eurostar has AWS, true, but I think they'd stick with the French system, if I'm honest. My Twitter is live train sim, Chief Longshin. Right, load passengers, go, doors. Right, next stop is St Pancras International, 5 miles. Will Crocodile ever be working? Is it not? I'm sure it was. I'm sure we did an update to fix that. I'll ask. Find out what's happening there. Eurostar barely stopped where? Lodestar. I mean, do they barely stop anywhere now? Dalek Sec, alright Matt, saw you playing SCS, Southeastern, and thought I hadn't played it for a while, and now quite enjoying it. Awesome! Back up to 225 on the TVM, so we're all good. Got the notice that it's going to be getting dropped, but we're nowhere near it, so I'm not going to worry. Stratford, Lodestar, they've never stopped at Stratford. It's one of the funniest things that Stratford International has not and will not ever have an international train stopping at it. We're getting told to drop down to 200, which is fine because I'm under 200, but it's probably what, 160 the last me I dropped down to, maybe 170. Can't remember. Find out now. There it is, 160. Politics, probably, Lodestar. Politics. Drop down to 100. Well, yeah, okay, I'm sure they stopped there for signalling or staffing reasons, not for passenger reasons. Does Eurostar have DSD or does it have VACMA? I would expect it probably has VACMA, which is the French version of DVD, Vigilance Device. Oh, hello. Did we just switch over to... No, we didn't. What was that all about then? The TMST, the Transmarche Super Train. I love that name. Whoever came up with that doesn't take themselves too seriously, and I respect that. $60 down to 40. You'll notice KVM has got the lights on it now. So the KVB, what am I on? KVB is now active. So in theory, I don't know whether it's actually tracking me or not. Let's find out. Yep, that's KVB. So yeah, it is working. I like how there's a 230 km/h speed limit coming up at the buffer stops. Nice. Roadmap streams are monthly now. Whoever asked about roadmaps. .395 does have door interlock dialing, so if you open the doors. You'll notice here when you open the doors. Ooh, why is that not going red? Interesting. Something's funky going on there. I'm sure it did have interlock at some point. Right, shall we quickly run out and get some collectibles while we're waiting, since we have arrived? Yes, you're welcome, we've all gone, you've left me. No one ever stays to thank the driver. I saw collectibles up here. Wah! Run, run, run! Got to beat the yellow bar. There's one. Any more? Any more? Don't think so. Let's just run back. We've got time. God, the number of times I've been at this station wandering around is... it looks just like this too. It's spooky. We've walked a mile. Well, I'm not seeing any more collectibles. Let's go back to the train. I missed one, probably. I'm sure when I'm hunting for collectibles I do it with my eyes closed. Oh yeah. Boom, newspapers. There's coffee. There's supposed to be a coffee cart there. I want a coffee. Anyway, oh hello. Another one. No, I don't want to give up. We're at the end. Give me my points. Game tried to steal my points. How did we do? Silver. Shameful. I was kind of late by the end of it, though, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 5 minutes late. Gradually got later and later as we went along. Pretty terrible, really. Right, next... Hello. 2 Lima 52. Let's go back to the main menu. Explore. Timetable. 465. Oh, actually, let's set that up. Let's set that up and go into there. Right. 2 Lima 52. No. 2 Lima 52. There we go. Let's run that one. Right, we're at Rainham. Let's get the let's key in and put it in forward. Get the right. So the AWS on this one. There's TPWS was there. Is it done up here? AWS. DSD. Did I isolate TPWS? That's better. Press the wrong button. There you go. Tweet. Let's turn the regenerative brake off. Because it's, you know, better sounds. That's the cab heater. Don't need that. It's not too cold. No, they're all good. Lights. That's headlights. Stay running. Tail lights need to be off. Quick run round the back. Just check what the back of the train's looking like. We've got 25 seconds. We'll be fine. Right. No tail lights. See, bad things could have happened. Bad things, I tell you. Tail light's supposed to be on. Okay. I'm not believing you. You need to be more effective at your tail lights being on. Okay. Right. Let's go back in. Shut the door. Lock the doors. They are on, are they? Oh yeah, they are on. Yeah, okay. Got a green light. Let's Let's go. How do I choose what service I run on stream? Well, I kind of knew at the outset that I wanted to do a full run with the Javelin. Do kind of as much as you can on the 465. So I went and found runs. I did one sort of morning rush hour. This one is kind of evening rush hour. And then I thought, ooh, there's freight on this route as well, isn't there? I'll do some freight. So I picked a Class 66 service, and I picked the longest one because sometimes that's just how I pick what I want to do. Just how much time do I want to spend on it? Find one that looks like that. I haven't driven much in a while, to be honest. Kent trains and buses, I've been dealing with 50s trains. It's one of the reasons when JD was saying, who wants to do an extra stream this week? I put my hand up and said, actually, I want to just sit and play the game for a bit. Because I haven't done this in a while. Right, 2.3 miles to Gillingham. This train runs as far as Gravesend. That AWS comes up because the gates need to close. So at the point you get to there, the gates haven't closed yet, and as you get near to it, then you'll see you'll see that signal would have changed to green as the gates closed at Gillingham. I turned off regen brakes, Taylorkind. $60 miles now, coming down to 50 after Gillingham. Depot just next to Gillingham. Yeah, the cruise control is an odd one because you have to have it on full power for it to activate. Gillingham level crossing, my favourite level crossing. I get stuck there every time I go past. I am forced to sit and watch trains. It's just terrible. Yeah, I love this route mod, Pete. It is a good route. They say you should never make your home route, but I really love what the team did with this. It's clearly a lot of other people's favourites as well. Why would you turn the A-Team theme tune down, Hentis Rail? Now it's going on in my head and I'm not going to be able to stop listening to it all night. But that's fine. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that noise. That was our office sock inflating. And it's almost as weird as it sounds. This will be my local station, Gillingham. I get on trains here. Well, whenever I get on the train, it's either here or Ebbsfleet. My mum's the same Hentis. She's kind of given up listening to it, turns the subtitles on now. Went through all sorts of phases of trying wireless headphones and things, but these days I think she just basically gives up with the audio and just reads the subtitles. I mean, it kind of helps that she and I both watch Asian TV, so really, you kind of need the subtitles anyway. Hey BSC Gaming, how's it going? You can ask me a question. I don't know if I'll be able to answer it, but you can ask the question. I opened the wrong doors. Can we please get the doors closed so we can go? Which route should you get? West Cornwall Local or Northern Transpennine? Tough one. Of the two, my favourite probably Northern Transpennine. Longer route. I love BR Blue. However, the BR Blue stock from Northern Transpennine, I think, is what I used to do the BR Blue extra stock layer on West Cornwall. So if you get Northern Transpennine, then West Local at some point, West Cornwall Local at some point, you will find that the trains are usable there as well, I think. Yeah, but NTP with the heavy freight pack is a really fun combination. You haven't seen passengers go flying in the air in a while. That's because we delete them. Imagine that Zeus is up above and he is now watching for the passengers, and we have literally put a speed limit on passengers, and if they accelerate beyond a certain point, when it's quite some speed, then they are zapped by a lightning bolt from the sky that you can't see. Or something. But yeah, they're now deleted when they go too fast. Am I good at playing with no HUD? Not really. I don't play the routes enough because I play all of the routes a little bit. I don't play them enough to really gain route learning on the routes. Are we going to get TSW the board game? I don't know. We'll have to ask Nat that. Right, we're coming into Chatham. Hey there, Splendid Engine, how's it doing? Yeah, the passengers do still do odd things. They're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Am I good at driving the 45? I don't know. I can drive the 45. I don't know if I'd say I was good at it. Class 411. Oh, I'd love me a bit of... what's a 411? Is that Veb? Sep? Can't remember. But yeah, bit of southern old slam door electric. That'd be good. There's a person team that made the 465, so there's a whole bunch of people made the 465. Art-wise, they're still here. The setup person is a contractor, and I still talk to him regularly. Not as regularly as I used to, not sure why, but Ed is still around. $4TC and a 33-1. Yeah, that'd be cool. Next station is Rochester. Right, it's down a 0.8% gradient, so just keeping it all in track. These gauges here, by the way, that don't appear to do anything. They don't do anything in real life because they're actually faulty in most of the trains, from what I gather. They sit there flickering away. Does this train stop at Higham? No idea. Rochester, Strood, Higham, Gravesend. There you go. The answer is yes. First train I ever remember going on was on our HST. I think it was HST. Old original, they were brand new. Well, brand newish, I don't know. Seemed brand new to me and I was tiny. I'm sure I was on trains before that, but my memory's terrible. I struggle to remember what I had for breakfast. Oh yeah, I didn't have breakfast. That's what I had for breakfast. Nothing. I've driven every loco, train, unit, whatever you want to call it, in the game, BSA Gaming. Trying to find a picture of me while we wait. That you will all be thoroughly entertained by, I am sure. Problem is, I'm so young in this picture that Facebook doesn't recognise me. And knowing the reliability of Facebook, I won't be able to get there. Right, that was Rochester. And off we go for Strood. Speed limit is coming up on 20. Apparently that's too much. Let's dial that down just a tad. Drop it down to 20. There we go, into Strood. I'll be back with the chat in a minute. I'm just looking for this picture. Boom, boom. Down the hill. Got to watch the speed as you come down the hill. Wouldn't want to speed, obviously. Never do that. Not me. Like that. See? This is me not speeding. Right, coming into Strood platform 2. Levi, now you've got me wanting to get up and drive some German trains. Well, go on and drive some then. That sounds like a brilliant idea. I'm going to drive a Canadian train next. Yes, a Class 66. The doors to close. It was at this point that Matt realised he got way too many pictures on Facebook. Right, close the door. Higham. 15 limit coming out of Strood. Let us show a little restraint on the throttle. Liam, the USB drive, what, the Taurus BR182, oh, that's not the 182, but 1016, whatever it is. That was from, the train says, I can't remember their name now. Terrible. They're like an Austrian, I think, TS1 developer, they're by. They had it on their store, and I thought, oh, gotta have me some of that, that's cool. RSSLO, that's it! For some reason in my brain it was 3 letters, and I was trying to work out how to do all of the things I thought were in there in 3 letters, and my brain was going, no, don't be silly. How much American dollars is this route? Ronald, I don't know. Have a look on Steam or your console store. It should be the same price as all normal routes. So in the UK it's £24.99. So whatever you normally pay for a route in America, it'll be that price. About $30, says Kent Trains. There you go. 1.1 miles. 4.6. Let's start thinking about some of the slowing downs. So a Class 66 is a T66 in Sweden. You'd think they'd have called it a 6T6. This is Rainham. Yeah, but I don't know when I uploaded it, Kent Trains. This is the problem. Go. Crikey. Tell you what, scrolling down through your photographs on Facebook is a real trip through history that you can easily get lost in. I'll dig that photograph up for another time. Let's get back to focusing on trains, shall we? Gravesend is the next one, which will be where this train, well, where my service terminates. The train carries on. My service of it goes away. No, I've only got 3 or 4 photos of my favourite moderator, Moggy. To anybody asking, is there ever, will there ever, could there be, have you ever thought of? The answer is yes, have thought of it. Could there be? Probably. Anything is possible. Is it on the plan? No. Mix and match your answers accordingly. Going through Hoo Junction now. Good. Got 50 mile an hour coming up. That's a red 66 with a white stripe. I don't know, I've clearly been doing something. Probably find I've got somebody else's livery file installed, so who knows what's going to show up. because when we were prepping Creators Club, we had some externals creating stuff, and then I got their livery files, put them into mine so that I could then upload them or get screenshots of them or whatever. And yeah, it was. And I might still have one of those installed. I should reset it really. Is this my favourite route? It's one of my favourite routes, definitely. I mean, I'm biased. It's my local route. We went through my home station and the second stop on this run. 1.4 miles to Gravesend. So, Joshua, routes will come with trains, but there are sometimes additional trains as well. So the 465 is an additional train for this route, but the 375 and the 395 come with the route. Let's go right ahead and stop for that 30, or slow down for that 30. Possibly over-braked there. Minor panic, I think. What's my favourite, the 8F or the Jubilee? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. Oh, it's Gravesend. No, it's the Gravesend starter that's red, so we're okay in. I'm not sure what's happening on third-party stuff, Chief Longshin. Drop down to the 30 limit. This is Gravesend coming up on the just in front of us on the corner there. Did British Ace say he had chicken and chips and he wasn't sharing? I think that's a bit out of order, personally. Okay, coming into Gravesend, where this driver is getting off and letting the AI do the rest. Hey, bad guy, how are you? For the doors to close, and then we can finish this run and move on. Do the last one. Can you access Platform 0? There are no trains that use it, but it is there and usable. But I don't think there's any trains in the game at the moment that use it. Lock the doors. Yeah. Because essentially the trains going into Platform 0 will sort of be here. And then go off up that way. So there'd be no playable trains there. Oh, another sliver. I'm doing well tonight. I'm doing well. And then freight next. Explore timetable. EWS 66. What have we got in here anyway? Oh, Greenton and Redderton. No, I did those. Yeah, Greenton and Redderton are mine. Right, who run around? Yeah, that's the one I want to do. See you later, Chief Longshin. So we are at Strood. All on. Reverse it in and forward. Instrument lights on. PBL brakes. Love them. We have a green light, so we're good to go. Watch brake cylinders come off as the main air recharges, comes back up. There we go. Bogey brakes releasing. AWS. Oh no, there's another one down here for DSD, isn't there? There you go. There won't be diesel layers, Ben, because 1958 there were no diesels on it. So that's a little bit challenging, but I certainly get why you're saying that. What am I looking for? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Day running. Yeah. Tail lights off, instrument lights, test light, cab light. Are we going to get a marathon mat stream when Steam launches? We're probably going to get, once you've all had it for a bit, then I'll probably do a couple of streams like I did with Sherman Hill and try and answer some questions and help you out, because everyone got a bit stuck on Sherman Hill. I think a lot of people got stuck on Sherman Hill, losing control down the hill. Right, 3 miles. Anyone think this train was heavy? Beans, hammer dropped, etc. At launch, Dave, no. The steam trains will be only on on the Lime Street crew route. Whether they appear and when they appear on other routes in rail tours and the like, I don't know. That will be probably down to Adam's team to think about when they're doing other changes. Cat's already been having good fun with wagon liveries, Crazy Killer. She's got a couple of interesting designs on the 5 planks. Will Jamie be able to install Steam in TSW? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, hello. We're doing the changeover. Up we go. Shush DSD. Good. We're good. Oh, Siddle and Sons coal boggy, yeah, the ones from West Somerset, they were really good. No update on Scenario Twin Planet 2.0 stuff, Darnell. I think that's the plan, Liam. For doing the livery designer stream with wagons. I think that's the plan. I don't know when it's going to happen. Anades, how much work would it be to change TSW2 to support forward rendering? I don't think forward rendering supports everything we need, or something like that. So the short answer is going to be not trivial, and the second answer is going to be I haven't a clue because I'm not an engineer. Anything I say may be laden with garbage and misinformation when it comes to technicalities. But yeah, I think that from what I remember looking into it last time with the engineering team, forward rendering doesn't do everything that's needed, so we'd be losing features to switch to forward rendering. Well, it's only appropriate we have a cat and a gnat and a mat, Liam. We really need a cat, a gnat and a mat 4-up challenge. We just need to find someone else to come with us. Yeah, so forward rendering, I think, opens up the option for multi-sample anti-aliasing, potentially. Forward rendering is used by VR, again, for performance, I think, as well, sometimes. I don't know, is the answer to that question. Hey Paul, how's it going? What's the one thing I really want to come to TSW2? I don't think I'm allowed to say, because the chances are we'd probably make it. I mean, Steam, really, but kind of it's coming. I like all sorts of channels. Channels? I like all sorts of trains. As long as I get to play with trains, I don't really mind what they are. They're all interesting in their own way. Do I play the TSL theme song on this channel? No, I don't. It's not even installed on this computer, I don't think, other than being on my OneDrive. How does TVM penalise you? I think we put some brakes on. Are we ever going to get a pacer? Well, like I said, ever is a very long time. I'd like to hope we're going to get a pacer at some point in the eternity from here to the end of the universe. But there's nothing on a plan, I don't think. Right, we've got the shunt signal directing us into Who Junction. Well, I showed you KVB getting grumpy, Liv. Or gently growling in my general direction anyway. Right, so we pull into the yard, drop these off, then we run round, pick up some wagons, and then take them back out to Faversham, I think. Yeah, I know, Liam, but you can only get it in the States. It's a crime. I tried ordering one. You can't get it. Well, I mean, I guess I could get it shipped to my father-in-law's place. That'd be the other way of doing it, wouldn't it? It's in Tennessee. But no, I hadn't realised it was US only as well. A bit grumpy about that, I was. Yeah, it's Redderton and Greenton. That was going to be a really silly April Fool's Day joke. JD wanted me to make, other than Pinkerton and Whiterton, he wanted all sorts of a bunch of other Colourtons, and then we were going to spam Creative Club with all of them. But I ran out of time, so fortunately that didn't happen. Right. I did do that. Right, let's line up for the head shunt up here. What am I doing? Sitting in the wrong seat. If I do another trip to the States anytime soon, then yes, I probably will, but I think it's limited edition. You got TSW2 for PS5, absolutely love it, except Sampa screen keeps crashing with long consists. Oh, is this where you flip from the front of the train to the back of the train? I've heard of other people having that problem as well. It's odd that Sherman Hill doesn't suffer from it, so I don't know what's going on there. No plans for East Coast Main Line other than there's a general desire to do it for obvious reasons. a loco brake or direct brake to stop here. Right, I need to change ends now. Taking the reverser out causes the brakes to fully apply, which is why, having released the brakes, the train doesn't roll away. Right, put tail lights on, instrument lights off, other lights off. Daytime, instrument lights, turn desk light off. That in, that on, answer that. Let's power up this end controls. Should be able to PBL release the brakes now. Biggest thing I keep doing wrong, I stop on the direct brake, but then I leave the direct brake in the hold position, and then I can't release the brakes when I change ends. And I sit there for about 5 minutes before I realise I'm being a twit. Right, let's go that way. Yeah, we've got Redderton here. Greenton's over there with another Redderton. Hey, Jonathan Getherall, how's it going? Bob, do I remember Steve Van Epps? I do indeed. Can't forget Steve. Awesome scenario creator on TS1. Always used to really enjoy his horseshoe curve scenarios. He is someone who knows how to fill a route with trains. Oh, Bob, I'm really sorry to hear that. Condolences to family and friends. That's horrible. Yeah, Steve was fantastic. Right, what are we doing? Oh, I see. We're going this way. Yeah, we run around coupled to our cars and we bring them back, because we've got a train that coming effectively up here on the Medway Valley lines. They have to go up to Who, turn round and then come back down that way. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Bob. Thank you. I can speak for anyone who knew Steve when I say he'd be missed. I spoke to him on a number of occasions and played most of the stuff he made, and it was always excellent. And I appreciated that he focused on fun, even if it wasn't strictly authentic. He really put a good emphasis on fun, and I got a lot of time for that. Right, what we need to do here is not run the red. Dab on the direct brake. Ooh, nice. Right, now we need to change that junction. Go back and get our cars. Did I leave my rear lights on? I'm sure I changed them. I must have set them to... I don't even know what this is. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. The light switch in cab 1 operates the lights on cab 2, don't they? I know they don't on most real Class 66s, but they did on the first one that the manual was written from that we based the whole thing on. Never read the manual, folks. It's lies. Another modern UK freight loco. See, I'd like a 70. Would be nice to see. 60. Or some of the new stuffs. Stuffs? What word is that? Some of the new trains. '67 a skip. 58. Oh, now you're talking my language, Crucible. Oh, the red lights are on the opposite end, they're like, there you go. Stopping. Have I got the tail lamp stuck on the front as well? Yep. The tail lamp logic is bonkers. The research one is interesting, isn't it, Crucible? I like that. I'd prefer a 1 livery, though. Let me fully apply the brakes and reset them. There we go. Hey, Squarebog, how are you? Yeah, exactly, Crucible. That was the thing. I was just like, because what was it? Was it Rat used something that used to have the research livery? It was when I saw the 69 in that livery, I'm like, oh yeah, that's just like, as you say, it's just outside of. You think I recognise that, but what is it again? It was a 24. That's it. That sounds right. Okay. I thought maybe we were dragging, but we're not. It's just heavy. Got to wait time for my depart. Wait for the signalman to let me out now. There it is here, look. Oh, blooming Electrostar. See you later, laser jet. The MSTS shuffle won't help here, Moggy. Nah, this signalman's behaving. He's just putting me behind Electrostars. Indeed, Jonathan. And that's kind of one of the reasons I left it in here when I put it in, was just to... I always like making it to where whenever I do freight stuff, I get them stuck behind as much as possible. Yeah, the MSTS shuffle, Liam, was that if you sometimes got stuck at a red light, if you went backwards and then forwards again, sometimes it would clear the red light, because the act of going forwards effectively rewoke the signalling system up and it would re-evaluate your path. So if it got stuck, you just stop, reverse 2 inches and then go forwards again, and it would re-evaluate and suddenly the light would go green. It's called the MSTS shuffle. Yeah, on this, on the one based on East Coastway, you can set your brake timing over here. See brake timing? So if you use the arrows to go to brake timing and press select, and the moment we're on passenger train, if you select the goods, you'll notice down here it's well, if it was light up, this doesn't light up. In the other cab, it will light up, and the goods line would now be lit up. But I'm going to leave it on passenger braking. Oh, it's a 465. Allowed. I'll permit it. And we get the light. Dispatcher just wanted to let me see some trains. Got enough lights on there? No. Never mind. They'll see me coming. And now we head eastbound, having run round, and make our way over to Faversham, I think. We're going to as indicated. Welcome, Kite Towers. Welcome to the stream. Ronald Bucklemore, you can't wait for the PS5 storage fix? Yeah, me too. It seems like that fix has been going on forever. Yeah. Flashing lights. Hazards though, aren't they? I don't actually know where the hazards are. Has this got hazards? Hazard warning, there is. We got more lights! Yes! We have succeeded in more lights. Hello. RPM just did their crazy thing. Oh, that's it. The hazards have gone out. The red flashing one, I don't think you can. That shouldn't even be there in the first place. Hey Crazy Dash, how are you doing? Phone's buzzing away, let me just make sure it's nothing important I need to deal with. It's not. Graduating in a week, Crazy Dash. Well done. I'm sure Nat will have updates for you in whatever form there are updates, as and when there are updates. Yeah. Hey, Track-Minded, how are you? I'm not sure what the comms plan is, to be honest, Liam, for Catan. I'm a bit out of the loop on Catan, to be honest. I played it, and it's... but yeah, I don't know what that means to the end, so... I got into the board game though. Really enjoyed the board game. The actual board game. So I'm kind of looking forward to the digital one. Speed reduction warning. Yeah. Excuse me. Right, we should start thinking about slowing down a bit. Yes, indeed, Yanada. Right, I slowed down for the 15 into Slowtown in Kent. Yep, Javelin sitting in Strood, waiting to go. Right, is it train boat? This one isn't. Steep climb to make up here. I'm not even going to care if I overspeed a little bit, you know. See you later, Capape. Everyone remember there's a submarine here, yeah? Is Strood a nice place? I don't think I'd call it a nice place. I don't think it's especially a bad place. But I don't think it's a nice place particularly. It's kind of just a place, really. It like a lot of Medway, it's all a bit cramped in. Kind of got Strood, Rochester, Chatham, and Gillingham all in the same space as most people would have one town. Yeah, they have some decent facilities there. We go there sometimes when we need stuff. Never had any problems. So that was Rochester. Next waypoint, a bit further on down the line. This waypoint here was because I wanted the freight train to use the odd line, the unusual line. Hey, Peter Brandeis, PCB Gamer. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it. Let's get back up to 15, shall we? Just up here, I think it'll put us back on the main again. I think the next 4-up challenge is the third-party 4-up challenge. One or back on more, but I don't know exactly when it is. Yeah, the third-party 4-up should be really interesting. They're a great team. What, Preserve Crew 4-up, sorry. It's Preserve Crew 4-up, it's not third-party 4-up. No, because it's Pres Crew, Liam. So I think it's Adam and 3 of the people on his team. Speed come up a bit. We should be able to pick up a bit of speed now as we get on our way. Oh no, we're stopping. We are definitely not going to be picking up speed. But we've got 1.6 miles to go, so... Is Sam hosting in the background? I don't know what you mean, Tim. Hentis, I'm not stopping here. I think I'm stopping at... Gillingham, this is, yeah. I think I'm stopping at Gillingham. And... carry on after that. I think it's meant to be like to allow something ahead. I don't know. I can't remember now. Ages since I wrote this. Moggy, you keep talking about McFlurries. I'm going to have to get one on the way home now. It's all your fault. I can't remember, Jonathan. I remember I tried all sorts of clever stuff and ended up not being able to do what I wanted to do. And I don't know whether or not this is just a hangover from that or whether I actually got something to happen. Find out shortly. Where to stop at, not go via. We may just stop for no reason and carry on again straight away. This is, you know, this may happen. Thank you very much, MTS Train UA, much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying it. Derek, you showed up. How you doing, Derek? Hey, Jeff and Dean, how's it going? Dean, welcome. Oh dear, what happened to Derek's PC? Or are you on your phone, Derek? You're on your phone. Dear, oh dear. Wow, this thing's really lumpy in this direction when it does the shift. Kyle Prince, I am in Kent on this train in Medway, and we're driving a Class 66. We're actually just coming into a station called Gillingham in Kent, where I've got to stop. Not sure why, but we do. The line itself runs from St Pancras in London out to Faversham. Hey there, Spots Gaming. So when I go home tonight, I will be sitting here going, bloomin' trains. I just want to go home. Good night, Lodestar. Thanks for joining us. Would I prefer MTA or London Underground? Hey, I just like trains, so I'll take whatever there is. Well, no, I'll be in my car, Crucible, so the footbridge isn't much use. I did a live video from that location, indeed, Yana Dunk. I was standing up there, actually. I think Moleman was... we coincidentally met up with Moleman, and my son was with me, and we were waiting for the ROG 37 to go through, the Europhoenix hauling Electrostars. Yeah, the origin of that this crossing gate seems to be wrong because it vanishes at the wrong time. Never see freight on this line. I don't think I've ever actually seen a freight train on this line. They do run, but at really odd times apparently. It's Electrostar, Javelin, Javelin, Electrostar, 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 Javelin. Repeat ad on infinitum ad nauseum. How did you find a way better performance for animated crossings? So they were it's wasn't particularly difficult as such. We knew what the problem was. The problem was that they were literally just what they call overlaps. Previously, they're just basically a box that when you got into the box, it would lower the gates. But they're really inefficient in Unreal if you use them in that way. Whereas the way that the engineering team implemented it is they track link, and so they know intrinsically where the train is coming up to it. It means they can be more clever as well. They can respond better than the overlap boxes can. Dean, route suggestions are all done on the forum. Let's get some power going now. We shouldn't get interrupted now. We just need to get out of everybody else's way. Hide in the undergrowth. Probably, yeah, this may well be routing me via Sittingbourne. I went kind of over the top with odd routings on it. Yep, that'll take us into there. Looks like without a dispatch beyond, so we'll have to crawl through it and speed back up again. I might have done it without the dispatch beyond just to mess the player up. In fact, that seems like exactly the sort of thing I'd have done. Is this the upgrade you've been sort of building, saving up bit by bit, Derek? What's it up? Where are you going up to? Saw a train coming now. Your mum pointed out the cat ear headphones. Oh dear. I probably did see a train. It's right there. At Rainham, platform 0. And another train. Woohoo! Oh, jeez, that is so lumpy. i9 9900K with 3070 Ti 32 GB. That's going to do nicely. Your car's going to make so much more crunching sounds underneath my one now we're in request, Derek. It's going to be good. I can't remember what the max rate speed is. I know the train is speed limit is 75, but I don't think you're allowed 75 when you've got the cargo. I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, in 4 miles we'll be stopping anyway, I imagine, for a red line. Unless it miraculously keeps stone to green. It's about 65 enters, thank you. 4K crushing, there you go, Derek. He's wagging to 60, right? Coast for a bit then. Yeah, sounds like an awesome machine, Derek. I'm still running 6700K at home. Oh dear, when I got it, it was like the bee's knees, and now it's just the rubbish bees leave behind. Still, it does what I need. These are J&As, I think, aren't they? J&As. Oh, we had a yellow that went green. Still got a red on the starter out of Sittingbourne. Well, I think the 59s are much more like SD40-2s, whereas the 66s are much more like SD70 ACEs. No, I'm using keyboard, Mario. easing the train down speed-wise because we know we're being rerouted. Thank you, Liam. How am I finding the Xbox Series S experience? Other than the crashing, really good. I love the Xbox Series S. It's an amazing piece of kit. I mean, I like my Series X as well, don't get me wrong, but for the money, the Series S is phenomenal. Right, this is the first leg of the triangle. Haven't got the COVID? No, Dean. No. No, I have dust allergies, and I was cleaning out a room on the weekend and made myself sick. So, go me. The bright pink PS5 faceplates. Yes, I did amaze. They got the controller as well. If I had a PS5, I would probably be right on that. But honestly, I'm still a bit salty about the whole 64 gig DLC thing. Hey Mikkel, welcome to the stream. Can we do Matt's commute? No, because I drive to work. Other than crossing at that level crossing, my commute's probably not really on this route. See you later, Dean. Doesn't look like we got stopped though, which is good. The light's cleared. And go me demonstrating moderate levels of competence. I think my plan here was to queue the train up this way and then adjust the timings to fit a train so that it would get held up, and I just ran out of time to do that. Hey Liam Maxwell, how are you? Waiting for the rest of the train to come off of there and we'll get the speed up. 7 miles to finish. That's what I mean, Paul. My plan was to, when I built the service, was to put it in and then adjust all the timings so that you would get stopped. But hey, here we go. Ran out of time as usual. This one of the problems I've got with the PS4 and PS5 controllers, Hentis, is I really like that on my Xbox controller I can put my own batteries in it and just keep swapping the batteries out. Because this PS5 controller runs out of battery. It has to be plugged in all the time. If I unplug it, it doesn't last very long. Whereas a set of batteries on my Xbox One controller lasts forever. Hype for Thursday? Absolutely amazing. Massaging the thumbsticks. B. Massaging the thumbsticks. Interesting. Yeah, from what I gather, Paul, just some of them, I've seen other people that sort of, some people saying that they last forever, and other people saying the batteries are less good. Yeah, the PS4 controller I've got, again, the battery seems to last a lot better. Speaking of seeking locos across Runcorn Bridge, have you all seen the new image that they put out today with the two locos crossing on Runcorn Bridge? Wow! This train will terminate at Faversham. I can't remember exactly where it terminated. The original plan was to go just beyond into the yard, but I don't know whether I actually got there. No, I didn't. The plan was to actually pull you into the yard somehow. We got 4.3 miles, 56 miles an hour. Let's wind the power down. miles to go. Again, Steam questions. Let's talk about those on Thursday. I've done some work on Spirit of Steam directly, Mr. Quicko. I helped Michael finish the timetable. But otherwise than that, other people have been getting on with the hard work, and I do my job as a producer, which is to say, do that differently, make them better, etc. It was pretty cool climbing onto a steam loco for the first time, it has to be said. It's an easy life. I wouldn't call it that. I'm still at work at 11 o'clock at night, but, you know, there are worse things that you can do, for sure. Ooh, 1.9 months. Excellent. AWS. A little panic braking on. A little more panic braking. The brakes of it, it's close enough. Andrew Noble, can I tell you what AWS and DSD is? So AWS is going to sound an alarm if the next signal is not green, essentially. And DSD, well, DSD/DVD, the subtly different systems. Really, what you're talking about is what they call a DVD, which is a vigilance device, driver vigilance device, and that goes off every 30 seconds or so, just to basically make sure you're still awake. Oh, look at this timing. The rail tour's getting ready to go. On the back. Now we just have to stop. That's the red light. Well, that was pretty cool. Got to see the Rail Tour 47. Hey, Train Simulator enthusiasts, how are you doing? Stratford's 47s were silver roof, weren't they? God, I hate getting on. Oh, I got booted out. Well, we got Eagle on for... No, get up. Get out before it goes. Get out before it goes. No! Yes! Bye-bye! SB Games looking... Oh, my old route building videos. Crikey. Oh, I'm glad they're still useful. Just watch it go and then we'll finish up. Driver should have let me get off the train first, Crucible, you know what I'm saying? He kind of got what he deserved. What tail light? What tail light? There's no such thing as tail lights. And there we go, folks. With the departure of that shed, that's the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, Thursday is the first in-game preview of Steam. So I look forward to seeing you all there. And otherwise than that, take care. I'll see you later. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye-bye.